How do you wire a bilge pump? If you are a boat owner, knowing how to wire a bilge pump is essential for keeping your vessel safe and dry. This skill is especially important when you are out on rough waters. Let's break down the steps to wire a bilge pump effectively. First, understand that a bilge pump is an electrical device located in the lowest part of your boat's hull, known as the bilge. Its main job is to remove any water that collects there. You can set it up to operate manually, automatically, or both. The key components you will need include the pump, a switch, a float switch for automatic operation, wiring, and a fuse for safety. There are two main wiring configurations you can choose from: a manual-only setup and a manual plus automatic setup. In a manual-only setup, you control the pump using a switch located at the helm. This switch connects directly to the battery through a fuse. When you turn on the switch, the pump activates and starts removing water. However, this setup does not include an automatic float switch, meaning you must remember to turn it on. On the other hand, the manual plus automatic setup is more common in modern boats. This configuration allows the pump to be activated either manually or automatically through a float switch. The float switch detects rising water levels and activates the pump without any human input. For this setup, the wiring connects the pump to both the manual switch and the float switch in parallel. This means either can turn on the pump. Now let's go through the wiring steps. First, always disconnect the boat's battery before starting any wiring work to ensure safety. Next, install a fuse as close as possible to the positive terminal of the battery. This fuse protects your circuit from overloads. Then, run a positive wire from the fuse to the bilge pump switch at the helm. After that, connect another positive wire from the switch to the bilge pump itself for manual activation. If you are using an automatic float switch, connect it between the battery's positive terminal and the pump. This setup allows the float switch to activate the pump independently of the manual switch. Finally, run a negative wire from the pump to the battery's negative terminal to complete the circuit. Make sure all connections are waterproof and positioned above the bilge water level to prevent corrosion and shorts. In rough water boating, having a reliable bilge pump system is vital. The manual plus automatic setup is highly recommended because it allows the pump to operate even when you are busy or unable to reach the switch. The float switch ensures that water is removed automatically, reducing the risk of flooding. When wiring your bilge pump, use marine-grade wiring and connectors for durability. Keep all wiring connections dry and above the bilge water level. After installation, test the system to ensure both manual and automatic modes are functioning properly. Regularly inspect and maintain the bilge pump and wiring for any signs of wear or corrosion. By following these steps, you can wire a bilge pump that will keep your boat safe and dry, especially in challenging conditions.